So that computer there is using a Gigabyte 990 FXA-UD5 motherboard, and it's currently pulling, it's jumping between 620 and 623 or so watts at the wall. And I'm going to be putting this motherboard in there because this one performs a lot better. This is MSI 990 FXA, and that works with an AM3 Plus socket. So here I've paused it, and I'll let it just cool off for a few minutes. Always unplug the power before you work on anything in here. So here's the old motherboard. Here's the new one. This one was drawing 620 volts. You can see there I cut it to try and fit a capture card in there. You know, I was really mad when I first got this motherboard that this was right here. You couldn't fit anything in there. The good thing about this board though is that you can fit a bunch of cards. So you can fit up to 6 cards on this motherboard. This one here, you can only fit 5 cards. This one was hashing at about 71 mega hashes per second. And we'll see what this one hashes at. Here we go. I've put one of the RX 480s up at the top, the R9 Fury X, another RX 480 right there. And then there's one more slot right here where I can put another one, which I will do in just a couple of days. So I've also added a power supply right here for that one when I receive it. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see how it performs. So this is running on Ubuntu 16.4. Everything seems to be running okay. So there you can see there was no configuration or anything required for this. You just turn it on. If you're using Linux, you don't have to configure anything. So at idle there, we're at 180, 179 watts. And we'll figure out the max with this command. So there's a RX 480, an R9, and a 480. So about 73, but we'll see. Let's try it out one more time, because these graphics cards here sometimes take a little bit to adjust. So let's go ahead and run it one more time. .8. So the other one was running at between 69 and 71. The other one was throttling really bad. So the other motherboard, you'd start it out and it would start out at 69, and then eventually it would get up to 71 or 72. This one here looks like we can just put at 73. So we'll run this one at 73 and see how it does. That's no good. Oh, there we go. It's kicked up, staying stable at 73, 74 even. At peak performance, this is pulling 666. Well, monitor is on as well, so let's turn that off and check it. So 654, 52. Alright, so maybe it didn't make that big of a difference, but this one is definitely running more mega hashes. As you can see, the 990 FXA by MSI is definitely better than the 990 FXA by Gigabyte. This one was throttling. It looks like it was throttling the graphics cards because you could start it out at 69 and it would be fine, and then after a while it would jump up to 60 or to 70 to 71 and then level off around there, 71.5. This one started out at 73 and it's staying there the whole time. So you get a couple mega hashes more with a faster motherboard. Right here you can actually see the jump. So this is what I was getting at before, 71 or so. This is the downtime while I was fixing everything. And now we're at 73, almost 74 sometimes. And we got that improvement at around the same power, or the same wattage, 630, 640. So yeah, if you're gonna mine and you have an AM3 processor, make sure you get an MSI motherboard rather than a Gigabyte motherboard. And yeah, this is again running on Ubuntu 16.4, and the only things that are being used are ETH miner, the OpenCL miner, and the AMD GPU Pro driver. There's nothing else installed, no tweaks or anything on these. Here are the current temperatures. This one is the Fury X, and these two down here are the RX 480s. I don't believe I showed you the temperatures for this one, but the cards were also running a little bit cooler on the other card. They were running about 60 degrees or so. Maybe that's why they didn't get up to 73 and 74. So apparently this board does some GPU performance improvements, like overclocking slightly, and this one does not. So that is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it or found it useful or helpful, go ahead and like the video. If you enjoy these types of videos, go ahead and subscribe, and consider checking out some of the sponsors down in the video's description. Everything that's used in the build here is listed there, and if you end up mining some Ethereum and feel like donating, this is my address here, which will be linked down in the description as well. But that is it for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.